This is the Protest Show. Well, welcome to the Idiocracy Banana Joe's Republic, episode 3. I'm your host and free speech mutant ninja courier, Thor Ramsey, fighting the rising tide of wokeness one joke at a time. President Trump lost Georgia by 0.2 of a percentage point, Arizona by 0.3 of a percentage point, and Wisconsin by 0.7 of a percentage point. You know what that means for Biden? He's a marginal president at best, if we're left with these election results. And if we are, democracy's dead, by the way. Interestingly, Biden has already begun writing his memoirs. He's calling it My 2 Weeks as President. Of course, Kamala Harris is also working on her new book, How to Forgive a White Man. Though it is now looking like this election is not over yet. Here's how we know there is clear evidence of voter fraud. The New York Times won't report on it. That's how we read the New York Times now. Whatever they won't touch, that's probably where the truth is. It is clear there was a problem with the Dominion voting system because Dominion is actually an interstellar state and military superpower from the Gamma Quadrant commanded by a race of shapeshifters, or Democrats, also known as vote shifters. And here I thought Dominion is what God gave us over the animals. Apparently, Dominion is also what God gave the Democrats over the vote. What's that called? It's an elephant? Wait, it's a donkey? And that? A donkey? And that? It's a donkey. Now you get it. Many of the top Dominion technicians are now scheduled to perform on America's Got Talent as magicians. There's nothing up my sleeve, but look, what appears to be a Trump vote, and presto changeo, Biden. Eric Comer, Dominion Systems Security and Strategy Officer, is an Antifa enthusiast. Yeah, you heard me right. I know it's a comedy program. I'm not making this up. The head of Dominion Security is part of Antifa. That's kind of like putting the election in the hands of the Unabomber. And when you place Eric Comer next to the Unabomber, clearly long-lost father. During an Antifa mixer, Comer was reported as saying, "Don't worry, Trump's not going to win. I made expletive sure of that." To which another Antifa supporter replied, "Why do you say expletive rather than the actual word?" Because I'm on a Christian news program? How oddly thoughtful of you. Well, I edit votes, I edit language. It's my way. My impression of Comer on election night. Alexa, make Biden win. And reorder the beard oil. The Unabomber brand. Yeah, I understand how weird it's going to be for me to get that in the mail. I get it. And I know you're Siri, but I don't have a prop for Alexa, so. What is it with the name Comer in Washington? That FBI director, oh, that was Comey, not Comer. I'm confusing my evil people. Well, after recalculating all the valid votes, it turns out the winner of the 2020 presidential election isn't Joe Biden. Nor, to our dismay, is it Donald Trump. It's Al Gore. That stinking hanging Chad finally fell off. This last week, a New York Times headline read, I only read the headlines in the New York Times because that's the funniest part. When I was a kid, the funnies used to be in another part of the paper. Now they just put them right out front. But the New York Times headline said, "When schools closed, Americans turned to mothers." Wow, talk about revealing your socialistic tendencies. Who is the surrogate mother in the lives of your children? The public school system. Apparently, when school is in session, your children don't need you, other than to get a ride to school. It used to be a game in public schools, but now children are required to say, "Mother, may I?" Of course, the teachers are required to respond with, "I have to check with the union," otherwise known as Papa. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of religious freedom this last Wednesday, but only by a margin of 5-4. So we can expect more cases pitting religious liberty with the new sexual revolution. I'll tell you what true authoritarianism looks like. Forcing us to make cakes for you. Our refusal to make cakes for same-sex marriages doesn't prevent anyone from getting a cake or getting married. I'm not even sure how the rumor started that straight male evangelicals make the best cakes. But here's Biden's new hat, MOBA, Make America Bake Again. Now, just because I don't legitimize same-sex marriage doesn't mean I can't be friends with you. You're probably just not going to like me is all. Still, I'm willing to have dinner. We can even have cake for dessert. Come on, give me a hug. Just put your hands on the screen. Let's bond in some. We can still have civil conversations and agree to disagree. No, I have to acquiesce. Oh, okay. Finally, in sports, like I'm throwing to sports, Detroit Lions head coach Matt Patricia is sending his entire team and coaching staff to be trained by Dominion voting system technicians so the Lions might finally have a winning season. Somehow, every touchdown for the opponent ends up on the Lions scoreboard. I'm Thor Ramsey, and I hope you're less woke, America.